Hey, how are you doing? So here's project one for government class. I'm in the alt class, but it's the same for both of them. It's called What is Equality? And when we hear the word equality, we think of a lot of things. Um, I think this does a good job of kind of putting it into a little bit different perspective and helping us think about or changing the way we think about what equality and the importance of that is. So there was a short story written by Kurt Vonnegut called Harrison Bergeron, and it was turned into a film. The film's only about 28 minutes long. For this project, you're going to watch this film. It's called 2081, and I've linked it right here. And then after watching the film, you're going to finish three parts to complete this activity. So here's the film. Click, go, watch it, have fun. Fantastic. If you want to come back to this video after that, that's great. If not, take, I'm just kidding. You're going to watch this video all the way through. Part one, you'll simply answer questions based on the video 2081 that you watched. In part two, you'll write a brief, so 1 to 2 paragraph response to a question of your choice. There's a few options, and I'll show you what those are here in a minute. And then in part three, you'll create a visual representation of what the word equality means to you. The end of Unit 2, you will submit your project as one assignment. So you'll have all three of these things grouped together in a Google Doc or some other format, slides, PDF. You can do the whole project offline and then submit them as pictures, like take pictures of it with your phone and upload them. So here's the film. Click on the film and then answer these 10 questions. What happened in 2081? What did the 211th, 212th, and 213th amendments to the Constitution achieve? How did the handicapper general accomplish this? Why could Harrison's father not properly remember Harrison being taken from their house, and so on? There's 10 total questions, 10 points each, or 10 points total, so 1 point for each question. And part two is worth 30 points. So you can choose one of the following questions and answer it in 1 to 2 paragraphs using complete sentences. So paragraph, remember, is 3 to 5 sentences. So that's what I'm looking for. But 6 to 10 sentences total, but in separate paragraphs. Is it fair that some people are healthier, stronger, faster, or more creative, or more attractive, or more intelligent than others? What if these abilities are due to genetics or luck rather than to extra effort on their part? So that's one question. Can you think of examples of forced equality that exists today in school, in sports, and other areas? Okay, talk about that one. What does it mean to be equal before the law? If everyone is required to play by the same rules, will there be equal outcomes? Explain. And then why do you think Harrison Bergeron felt justified in removing his handicaps? So again, you don't have to answer them all. You only choose one of those questions. That's part two. It's worth 30 points. Okay, part three. Oh, this is how you're graded on answering those questions, blah, 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 and on the paragraphs. All right. And that's the rubric for it. And then part three is 60 points. And this is where you get to be creative. Okay. You're going to create a visual representation of what equality means to you. It could be pictures, like images from a computer or offline. You can do when I've done this before, or this kind of thing before with students, I'll have lots of magazines and they can cut out and things like that. But that's always in the face-to-face or brick and mortar, right? So here we are online. You can still do the same thing. You can cut and paste pictures from the internet and make a collage on a Google Doc that way. Or you can go out and take photos that you think represent equality and create like a photo, I don't know, a photo essay, I guess, for lack of a better word. Or you can come up with something else. You can use words. You can create a sculpture and take a picture of it and submit it, any of those things. So, and this is how you'll be graded on that and the rubric for that. So that part's worth 60 points. So 60, 30, and 10, that's 100 points total. You'll submit this project at the end of Unit 2. I can show you where that's going to be. Let me go back to the submission or the module page where you can see this stuff. So it's going to be at the very end of Unit 2 here. So you get the assignment at part 1, and then it gets submitted right here, the equality submission page. On or around November 28th, and that date may adjust a little bit. Remember, we have Thanksgiving break, so that's why that looks funny that way. As always, there's a quiz after you watch this video. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, and I think that's it.